Welcome to Quilt Squirrel. My name is Jody, and this is my weekly update video. And so I made notes so I can try and stay on track so I'm not so scatterbrained everywhere. So the one thing I forgot to mention in last week's video was I'm thinking it was Teresa Louise, I Quilt 2, who mentioned in one of her live streams that she makes a habit each month. On the first of the month, she cleans her machine. So I thought that's a good habit to pick up. So I forgot to mention in last week's video that the 1st of September, I cleaned my machine out, I oiled it, changed my needle. I had to get more needles because I had to use my last one. And I wound up a few bobbins for me to use. So I'm ready to sew more. And then on my circa 1880, I managed to do only one more little 9 patch. So I now have 319, and I probably need, I don't know, twice this. So this will be a few year long project that I'm working on. I use this as my leader ender project, so that's how I only get 1 or 2 done each week. So then on my basket blocks, I did 5 more. Orange, my favorite color. My stripes all go in different directions, but there's a pattern. They alternate. A yellow with the stripes. And I have a green. I have another orange. And the background is stripes on this one. And another orange with the same background with the stripes in the background alternating. So yeah, as you know, my OCD, I love stripes. I like them going one direction. So this is the first time I'm having them go different directions, but I have a pattern to it. So I now have 54 basket blocks, and I'm thinking, sorry, loud noise, of not making any more right now because at 54 I can 6x9 columns. Depending on how I set it, I may not need any more. So I need to quickly decide my setting, and then if I need more, these fabrics are in my bullpen to make more. So I actually have that background cut out already. So if I need more, I've got it ready to go. And then the block of the month, I believe we're in month 10, I believe. But I mentioned last week, every year with your subscription, you get access to a free block of the month pattern. And this was the 2023 block of the month. This one was called Garden Party Down Under. It was by Irene Blank, and I think it was Irene Blank. And on this one, instead of doing the hand-turned applique, I just did a zigzag around all my appliques. So I thought it'd be interesting to show you last year's. So I'll take this down and I'll show you what I did on the 2024 Quilt Show block of the month. Stay tuned. I'm back. So this was this month's applique, and I did finish it. I'm surprised. And a lot of these fabrics were from my friend Debbie. So let me show you my I call these little, I don't know what they are. They're just flowers that we're doing. And I think there were 9 this month. So this is the first one. And this is my second. And this and this came from my friend's scrap box. And then we have the next one. I'm not even sure what kind of flower that is. But the stem was also from her box. And then the next one, everything except the stem came from her box. I think that's cute. And then same thing on this one, everything but the stem came from her box. And then these little purples, cute. And then the pear, it's upside down on here, came from her box. And then we've got a cone flower at the top. And then this big pink polka dot flower. So this will be the last border. So this will go here. This is basically what it will look like. We still have to do the embroidery, the hand embroidery of flowers and things on this column and that column, and then it's done. And as you can see, where my pin, I've already sewn the center together, so that's ready to go. Okay, we'll let it go. Then my latest squirrel are books. And I told you last week that the fabricpatch.net, they also do a book club that, everyone votes on a book to read, and then once a month they do a Zoom and you get to talk about the book. And so I've started reading this month's book, which is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. And I am, I don't know, maybe a fourth of through. Love this book. And I'm also reading Nosferatu, and I am close to being done. And you know how we have our quilt stash, or our fabric stash? I'm building a book stash, so I might have issues. So these are my books that I want to read. So yeah, staying busy, keeping my mind busy, can't hurt. Always loved to read. Got away from it for a while, now I'm getting back into it, so I'm liking that too. And then in last week's video, I was telling you about our yellow jacket problem. The tractor is still being held hostage, and we ordered a bee suit for my husband. So it's been 85 degrees this week. So when it starts to cool down a little, he's going to put on the bee suit and go out and try and rescue the tractor. But yeah, in the last video, he was going to go out and try and move it, or we were going to. He went out, didn't see any bees flying. So he's like, I'll just, put on my jacket and stuff and go out and get the tractor. So he gets on it, starts it, nothing. Backs up, and he's looking around for bees, and he hits a tree. So he pulls forward a foot or two, and about that time, he said it was like they just came from underneath the tractor. So they swarmed him again. So I was watching out the window, and he come running. They got him on the lip this time. So yeah, so we ordered the bee suit. And in the meantime, We found another nest of yellow jackets, like 2 foot on the side of our house. I thought it was a snake hole. He said he thought he saw a frog come out of it, but there were yellow jackets coming out of it. So I dug part of the nest up, and I would say there were maybe 50 bees in this nest. So the one out back with the tractor, it's got to be huge because at any one time when they swarm, there's easily 500, 700 bees swarming. So that nest has to be massive. So this nest, I would run over with my shovel, I would dig, and I would run. And then I would wait like a half hour till everything calmed down. I'd go back out, dig, run. So I got part of the nest out, and I'll put a picture somewhere here of the nest, the piece that we got out. And then overnight, something came and ate it. So I don't know, either a raccoon or a skunk, I guess, will eat them. I don't know, but something ate it. So the plan on my deer plot that started the whole yellow jacket fiasco, we're going to wait till winter when it starts cooling down really good. We're going to go out, dig up that stupid nest, and hopefully it'll be too cold for them to do anything and we can get rid of it. So, but yeah, the wasp spray doesn't work. We tried sprinkling 7 Dust over it, doesn't work. Poured gasoline down and lit it. It would burn for 5 minutes, and when it was done, bees would come flying out. He put a hose down in the hole to try and flood it. Didn't work. So we're just going to have to manually dig up the nest, I guess. So it's hard telling how huge that nest is back behind in the woods where the tractor is. It's got to be massive. If the one by the house was about that big, the one out there has got to be feet big. So when he dons that bee suit and goes out there and gets on the tractor, I want to videotape it, just for prosperity, so we can laugh at it sometime in the future. Right now, he's not thinking it's funny, but so that's what's going on in my life right now. So yeah, I hope you're having a good time sewing. I am. I know that for sure. Oh, and I was thinking, squirrel. I was thinking of doing another art quilt. And speaking of bees and stuff, I thought about making an art quilt with a yellow jacket on it, but for my husband, but it might be too soon. I might wait on that one. So anyway, I hope your week was great. I hope this upcoming week is great for you. So yeah, stay tuned. So talk to you next time. Stay safe. Bye.